Lesson 181. I trust my brothers, who are one with me.
Hi there. How would you like to unlock the secret to more peaceful and harmonious relationships in your life? In this video series, we've embarked on a journey to peace and true love. But what if this path involves learning to see beyond the faults and mistakes of our fellow human beings, and ourselves as well? This is what Lesson 181 is about.
I trust my brothers, who are one with me.
First off, we need to understand that trusting our brothers is key to rising above doubts and uncertainty about ourselves and to trusting ourselves too. When we attack a brother, we proclaim that they are limited by what we have perceived in them.
You do not look beyond his errors.
It's just like saying they are only as good as their flaws. We only see their mistakes. Instead of looking beyond their errors, we magnify them, and these become the blocks to our awareness of the self that lies beyond our own mistakes.
Perception has a focus.
Interesting concept, isn't it? Perception has a focus. And it is that focus that gives consistency to what we see. If we shift this focus, what we see will also shift. Our perception will change. Our vision will then align with our new intention, which has replaced our previous one. If we take our focus off our brother's sins, we will experience the peace that comes from faith in sinlessness. This faith is supported by what we see in others beyond their sins. Focusing on others' errors instead will mirror back our own perceived sins, stopping us from seeing the sinlessness that lies beyond our own misperceptions and perceived guilt. In other words, whenever we dwell on our brother's guilt, we become more prone to feeling guilty ourselves. Therefore, in today's practice, we should first put aside those spotlights that focus on errors and let our sinlessness become clear. To do that, we need to instruct our minds that this is what we seek, and only this we seek, for just a little while. Let's not worry about future goals or concerns of what we've seen before. For this brief interval of time we dedicate to our practice, we're seeking innocence and nothing else. We focus on it right now, in the present here and now. One big obstacle to our success has been our fixation on past and future goals. We might have been quite worried about how extremely different the goals of this course are from the ones we used to have. We've also been dismayed by the depressing thought that even if we succeed, we will inevitably lose our way again.
How could this matter?
How could this matter? The past is gone, and the future is just imagined. These concerns about the past and future are just defenses against our responsibility to change our focus and perception in the present moment. Nothing more than that. Shall we say it one more time? Our concerns about the past and the future are just defenses against our responsibility to change. Let's put these pointless limitations aside for a little while. Let's pay no attention to past beliefs, and let's not worry about future ones. Let's enter this time of practice with one goal, to look upon the sinlessness within. But let's beware of this.
We recognize that we have lost this goal if anger blocks our way in any form.
If we get angry in any way, we need to remember that this can stop us from achieving our goal. If we find ourselves focusing on others' sins, our narrowed focus will narrow our sight and turn our eyes upon our own mistakes, which we will then blow out of proportion and call our sins. So, just for a little while, regardless of past or future, if such blocks appear, we will transcend them by instructing our minds to change their focus by saying,
It is not this that I would look upon. I trust my brothers, who are one with me.
It is not this that I would look upon. I trust my brothers, who are one with me.
It is not this that I would look upon. I trust my brothers, who are one with me.
We'll also use this thought throughout the day to keep us safe. We don't focus on long-term goals. Whenever a block seems to get in the way of the vision of our sinlessness, let's just stop for a moment and take a break from the misery our focus on sin has brought us. And so we will correct it.
It is not this that I would look upon. I trust my brothers, who are one with me.
It is not this that I would look upon. I trust my brothers, who are one with me.
It is not this that I would look upon. I trust my brothers, who are one with me.
Let's not chase fantasies either. We want to see what's real and truly there. By looking past our mistakes and those of others, we'll start to see a world that's free from sin. When all we want to see is this holy, sinless world, and when this is all we seek in the name of true perception, we will be seeing through the eyes of pure love. Christ's vision will inevitably be ours. The love God feels for us will become our own as well. In fact, it will become the only thing we see reflected in the world and in ourselves. The world that once seemed to proclaim our sins now proves that we are free of them. Our love for everyone we see attests to our remembrance of the holy self that knows no sin and could never conceive of anything without its sinlessness. Let's seek this remembrance as we practice today. Let's not look ahead or backward.
We look straight into the present. And we give our trust to the experience we ask for now. Our sinlessness is just the will of God. This instant is our will aligned with God's will.
Isn't that amazing? How incredible is it that by shifting our focus on the world we see, we actually change the world we see? Whenever we feel a form of upset in our relationships with anyone we encounter, we might want to ask ourselves, am I focusing on my brother's wrongdoings? Am I focusing on the limits of their human nature, their body, and their physical incarnation on this earth? Or am I focusing on their spirit, on their innocence, on their sinlessness, on their holiness that they share with all of us? Sure, our perception might be correct. They must have made mistakes. Just as we have. Here on this earth, we are indeed human. But we can change our focus. We can choose to focus on the truth we're learning to recognize. That ultimate reality that we are all spirit, that we are all one. That ultimate reality that sees ourselves in all our innocence, sinlessness, holiness, and wholeness. You're doing great. Remember to carry this lesson with you as you move through your day. See you tomorrow for another powerful lesson. Quick note before you go. Making these videos is a labor of love, but it's still financially challenging. If you've found value in what you've watched, please consider supporting with a donation. Even the humblest contribution means the world and ensures the continuation of these daily lessons. Thank you for your generosity.
Did you enjoy the video and find it helpful? Please give it a like and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We have a new lesson every day. And if you've been with us for a while, please consider supporting the channel. There's a lot of love behind these videos. Check out the video description for more details.